Welcome to our tutorial on how to create Canva templates to sell on Etsy. So are you looking for a way to earn some passive income while doing something you love? Then creating digital products on Canva is the perfect solution for you. In this video, we'll show you how to create a variety of popular digital products such as thank you cards, baby shower invitations, Instagram reel templates, and business brochures. But before we dive into the tutorial, we'll first talk about what Canva is and how it can help you create professional looking designs with ease. Canva is a graphic design tool that allows users to create professional looking designs without any prior design experience. It's an online platform that offers a wide range of templates, images and design elements that can easily be customized to create a variety of digital products such as flyers, brochures, social media posts and more. Canva is user friendly and intuitive, making it easy for anyone to create beautiful designs with just a few clicks. It's a great tool for small business owners, bloggers, and anyone looking to create professional looking designs without the need for expensive design software. Before we start creating our templates, it's important to do some market research to understand what styles and designs are currently trending. This will ensure that your templates are in demand and will sell on Etsy. First, take a look at the competition. Look at the top selling digital products in your niche and take a note of their designs, styles and features. Pay attention to the colours, fonts and layouts that are being used, as well as the type of content that is included in the templates. Next, check out popular social media platforms such as Instagram and Pinterest to see what styles and designs are currently popular. Look for trends in colour schemes, layouts and design elements. Take note of the type of content that is being shared and the types of templates that are being used. So by conducting market research, you can ensure that your templates are in line with the current trends and will be in high demand among your target audience. This will increase your chances of success and help you earn more passive income through selling your Canva templates on Etsy. So here we are on Canva and we are now ready to create our digital products. On the home page here, to get to home page, of course, just need to go into your web page and type canva.com. And this is the interface for Canva. In the top right corner you'll have the option to log in or create your account. Of course, to do that you just need to click on the top right and follow the simple instructions to create your account and take it from there. At one stage it might ask you to try Canva Pro. Just park that for just now, you don't need to worry about that at this moment. I will come back to that later. This is a home page for Canva and you will see that there is a search box here and this is where we can type in what we're templates for us to design for. So for example, if we were going to design an invitation, and you'll see if I type that in, you will see that there's a big long list of different templates to browse. Now the Canva policy does clearly state that any templates that you see you can use, but you cannot resell them. Of course, that's what we're going to be doing. So on Etsy, so we have to be making these from scratch. But this is of course very helpful for us because we can use it to get an idea of different designs and different elements that Canva can offer. So to go back to the Canva homepage, we can go to the top right corner and create a design, to create a brand new design of course. We then have the option to do our custom size, and we can input via pixels, inches, millimeters or centimeters, the width and the height of the document that we're going to be creating. Now, as we mentioned, there's lots of different products that you can be creating. For this example, we'll just be doing a simple business card, but as I mentioned, there's other things that you can create like an invitation or Instagram reels, templates and baby shower templates, for example. These are all fantastic options. But as I say, just first things first is we want to get the right dimensions for in this case a business card. So to get that information, again, all we can do is browse through Etsy. We can click different options and we can see what size they're selling it at. So this is 3 by 2 inches. In this other example here, we can see it's 3.35 by 2.17 inches. In millimeters, that's 85 by 55. For this example here, it does say again 8.5 centimeters by 5.5 centimeters. So that's effectively 85 by 55 millimeters, just like this one here. So let's go for that. I'm happy for us to use that option. So to go back into Canva, we just need to type 85 by 55, and that's of course in millimeters. 85 by 55, and then create a new design. And here we have it. This is our blank canvas. We are now ready to create. Now, before we jump into the kind of creating aspect, as I mentioned earlier, we want to do our market research. We want to know and find out what sells. So, looking at these options here on Etsy, we can see, from what I can tell, the simplistic design seems to be quite popular. Simple, nothing too showy off, nothing too crowded, quite simplistic. Pastel colours, fonts as well, quite swirly font seems to be quite popular. Nothing too bland and boring. Nice swirly font seems certainly to be the favoured approach. So perfect, we've got the information that we need now, and we're ready to press ahead. We know we want a swirly font, pastel colours, and pretty simplistic design. And this is us ready to create anything on Canvas. Now, if you've never used Canva before, we'll talk you through it, but you'll be glad to know it's very easy to use. On the left hand side, this is what we're using here. We want to first click the Elements tab, and you will see that there's there's different elements that we can implant into our design. So it says just to search anything. So for example, if I search tree, you'll see that the elements of trees will pop up here. So just like that, we've got the element popped into Canva, and we can move this and manipulate it as we want to. First things first, however, I'm just going to use text. So again, that's the next option down here. And again, there's lots of different example text. As you scroll down, you will see that there is some text that have a crown beside it. And the crown says Pro when you hover over it. I mentioned earlier about Canva Pro. So we do want to make sure that we're actively avoiding these Canva Pro elements, because when we give this template to our clients, when they open it up, the clients will not be able to use these elements because they're paid for. So for example, if I again just click this one here, you'll see that because it's a Canva Pro element, there's a watermark over it, and to remove the watermark we have to purchase it. So either purchase the element individually or have the Canva Pro subscription. So again, our clients most likely will not, so you want to avoid that because that doesn't look very good. So I'll delete that, and we're going to go back to our texts. So I actually quite like this text here. So again, it will always generate what the example says. So we can just edit that. Of course, we can get rid of the subheading and double click and type in what we want to do here. So thank you. Of course, that's what we want to type in. You can left click to drag this element, and you will see that rulers will pop up, which makes it easy for us to align it. So if it was always going to snap to the middle, and then if I drag it down, it will snap to the horizontal midpoint as well. So that is us bang smack in the middle. So perfect, we're happy with that. Of course, this is maybe a bit too simplistic, so I think what I want to do now is add a few more elements to it. Of course, the background color is a white color. I'm going to make that just a wee bit slightly off-white. So if I can click this option here, background color, and I can just use the standard colors here. I don't want anything, as I say, too bold, so I'm going to go for a slightly off-white color. So I can just quickly use this here to find that. So I'm going to just go to the top left corner where it is white, but just drag it slightly in, and you'll see it's a slightly light, very, very light off-white pink color. So I quite like the look of that. I want to add some elements, of course, to make it look interesting. We can stick to the theme of our business, for example. So I'm going to say that I have a flower shop, and this is a thank you card for every customer that buys a bouquet of flowers. So if I type in for an element, for example, floral, we'll get some examples here. Now we can click see all under the graphics, and we can scroll through and see which elements that we like. I quite like this one here at the top corner, and just like that we have the element in the middle. Now again, I'm going to move this about, and we can make it bigger, smaller, we can move it where we wish. Again, simplistic for me is what I'm looking for, so I don't want it to be overbearing, I just want it to be slightly overgrowing in the top right corner. Now with each element we can do different things. We can change the opacity. So we go to the top right corner, I can make this a bit lighter, so it's really, really subtle, for example, or just bring it so it's full blown. I'm going to make it, just drop it down to maybe 90. And I can also click edit image as well. Now with edit image, there's some filters. So if we click filters, we can click through them and you can see how it changes it and changes the look. I quite like the look of solar. Again, it just makes it bloom a wee bit more. It makes the colour pop. So I'm happy with that. Now, of course, you can click through any element that you want. Anything that you think of, there will be an element. So, for example, let's say it's a baby shower. So if I type baby shower, you'll see a lot of elements come up here as well. But for this, we are going to stick to the kind of flower aspect. So let's say we want petals. And again, I can click see more and just have a browse to see what options there is. So you can really scroll down as far as you want. There's an endless amount of elements, but I did see one at this top which I quite liked. So this one here. Now I quite like this as maybe a bit of a background, so I can make it a lot bigger and just drag it all the way up. I'm actually going to rotate this actually, and you can just use the rotate option here. It will display what rotation angle it's at, so it will snap on to 90 typically, so that's it snapped on, and that's you. And what I'm going to do is actually drag it so it fills up most of the page. Perfect, just like that. So that looks good to me. It is in front of our text, which looks not too bad, but if we did want to make sure it's behind, all we need to do is click the element, right click on it, and then send backwards. And you can see now that the font is at the top now, and the petals are behind. So perfect. This is already looking pretty good, and in my opinion, pretty professional. What I want to do is maybe add a few more elements to it, and then take it from there. So what I'm going to do now is type in underline, and I'm going to put this underneath our text. So I'm going to click this one here. This looks pretty cool. Again, it's in front of our text, so right click and send it backwards, and cool. I think this looks really, really good. I think what I'm going to do is actually make our off-white pink colour just a wee bit more whitish, just so it doesn't look too overbearing. Now, of course, we want to make sure that our clients have the ability to add in our logo and some social media handles as well. And Canva makes this very easy as well. So if we stick to the Elements tab, we can actually scroll down and you'll see that there is the option to add a frame. There's different frames that we can add. There's even one that looks like a phone or an iPad or a laptop. But just for our logo, I imagine just a simple frame will do. I'm going to use just a circle. Now you'll see the circle here, looks like this image. I'm going to scroll this down and I imagine a logo will look pretty nice over here. So I'm going to just keep it to the left hand side. Now, of course, we want to illustrate that a logo actually goes here for the client who sees this product. To do that, we can just add a text. I quite like the look of this text, it's quite bold. So again, just like before, we can delete the subheading, change this to your logo. I'm going to make this a lot smaller. Perfect. So that looks pretty obvious to me. Again, using the ruler just to make it sure it's nice and centered for the aesthetic of it. Now again, I don't quite like the frame logo. Now what we can do to make this look a bit more appealing is just add a circle on top of our frame. So we create a circle like this. Again, the color is just dictated by over here, so we can change it as we want. But I can use this. I just put that in front of our logo, just so it looks a bit better. It looks a wee bit nicer than rather than having the frame itself. So the size of this frame is, if we click on it and we resize it, it will display just in the bottom right corner the width and the height. So that's 15 point. Let's make it 16 by 16. I'm going to just check the size of this one and make sure it's the same, 16 by 16, and then I could just drag it over behind it, and there we go, that fits perfect. That's clearly illustrated that the logo will go here, and our client should be quite happy with putting the logo there. Now, another common thing we probably want to put on our thank you card, of course, and what will be attractive to our clients is social media handles. So, for example, your email, which I imagine is quite common, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you name it. We can put a kind of a call to action over in the top right, the bottom right corner. So again, just like before, we can type in email icon in our elements tab, and we can see what it brings up. So again, we can scroll down to find one that we like. Again, I'm going to just kind of stick to a quite simplistic design. I think that looks best. So here at the top middle, we have one that we've created, so that looks good. I also want an Instagram icon, and I think this one here also looks good. So again, you notice they come out black because that's the color set over here. I think I also want a YouTube, so we'll stick to this one as well. Perfect. So again, let's start putting this in position and manipulating the color to what we want it to. So again, let's continue the trend and the theme here. So I'm going to click this bright pink one. Same for this one and same for this, and we can now scale them down. I'm going to make them a wee bit similar, so I'm going to stack them one on top of each other so that the height's not too important, but the width is. So the width is 6. I'm going to move this down, make sure the width is also 6, and same for Instagram. Move it down and make the width 6 as well. So just like that, we can stack them on top of each other. Like that. Actually, I think they're a wee bit too big. I'm going to make them 5, and this one as well. And there we go. Now, a quick tip just to make sure that they're all nice and aligned and they're aesthetic is just to highlight them all. And sometimes with Canva, when you go to box drag over things, it will highlight lots of other things, so it keeps highlighting the background here. So if I can click and then shift, click on the individual elements, it will just highlight the things that we click on. And if we click up here to the position, we can space them. So I want to just space them up and tidy it up. This is a great option to do that. So I hit tidy up, and that's all spaced nice and evenly now. Now, of course, now we want to put some text beside this. So I'm going to use this text here because, again, I think it looks nice and bold and very eye-catching. So a good way to do that is just click this button here, duplicate it, or if you hold Alt and click, it will copy. So I can drag this over here, and I'm going to change this to your email. Now I want it to run kind of horizontally, so I'm going to backspace here and move it over to this side. I'm going to make it a bit smaller and just align it up in the middle. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is Alt drag down to copy, Alt drag down again for each one of those handles. I'm going to change this to Insta YouTube. I can drag this box out, and that should allow it to remain horizontal. Now again, just like before, what I want to do is highlight these 3 text box and align them just so they look quite neat. So this time I'm just going to go to position and just click tidy up. Now what we can do for this is actually highlight each of these elements, all 6 of these elements, the 3 logos, the 3 text, and group them. So clicking them all and then click on group, we'll put them into one group, and then when I move it all, they all stick together quite happily instead of one moving by itself. And then we can drag that back in position and just leave it there. So basically, just like that, in a matter of minutes, guys, we've made a pretty attractive and aesthetic thank you card. And we're ready now to upload this to Etsy and sell it, of course. Now, to do that, this is where we can generate a digital link, a link that our clients can use and click on to get access to this template. So to do that, guys, all you need to do now is click share. So make sure you're done and click share, and then click template link. So this will generate a link here for us to copy. Now once that we have this link copied, the best way to share this template is to embed it or use a hyperlink for your clients to click on to access this template. So what we want to do now is create a PDF file for our clients to download once they've purchased our product on Etsy with a hyperlink to click that will access to this page here. So best way to do that is go back into the home page again into Canva, and if we just type in download link, for example, download PDF or whatever, it will create some templates. So this one here looks fine. I'm going to click that and then just click customize template, and now we just need to edit this to suit our needs. So again, I don't want this picture, so I'm going to delete that, and you'll see the frame here as well. We want to probably change the color scheme to what we've been using. We'll change this text down here to click this, click the link below to access your template. And I'll just delete that. I'll change this to click here, and I'll change the colouring to the purple as well. And we'll change this colour as well. Perfect. So again, just like that, we've changed it. Now what we want to do now is click on the font here, and this is where we're going to create the hyperlink, the embedded link into the text for our clients to click to access the template. So to do that, we just go to the top right corner. Once that you've clicked the font and the text, and then we just need to paste our link that we got. And you'll see there it came up with link added. So that's us ready. What I'll also do is probably change the frame here, so we probably want to kind of show our product as well. So we'll take a screenshot of our product here, and then use it in this frame so that our clients can actually see what they're buying, just so it looks a bit better. So the best way to do that is just F12 on your keyboard, or just get your snipping tool. So if you type in snipping tool, you can just click new and drag it over. We can then right click and then save. Now if we go to uploads, we can click upload file and just upload the thank you card. And all we need to do is drag it onto the frame. So you'll see when you drag it onto the frame, it replaces the frame and replaces it for like. Now probably the iPhone wasn't the best image for this size, and being it's a landscape a landscape size product, but you get the idea. You can move it left and right. You just need to double click on it and you can move it where you want, but I'll just kind of leave it like that, and you can get the idea. Perfect. So that is us now ready to download this. So we want to download this as a PDF, so click share, and if we go to download, you'll get the option to save as a PDF, and then just click download, and that's it, downloaded. You can left click this. Now you obviously want to rename this. You'll find a file and you can rename this to what you want. But this is what our clients will have once they've purchased their product. They'll get they'll download this file, this PDF, and then all they need to do is click here. Now we've embedded that, of course, with our template, and you'll see straight away a template was created, and you can share, and it was shared with you, and now you can start designing. So all we need to do now is click use template, and then here we have it. We have it now, and our clients can now do whatever they want. They can change this as they see fit. Digital atlas. And just like that, the client can change this, and then of course then save it and download it as they feel necessary, and print it off, of course. So in a matter of just a few minutes, we've managed to create a really aesthetic, great looking professional product that you can now obviously sell and share to all your clients on Etsy, for you to make a good profit. This is only taking me, as I say, 5 to 10 minutes, and you can sell these type of products for certainly a couple of pounds or dollars, and if you get a bit of momentum, that could turn into thousands of pounds or dollars every month. Now I hope you've enjoyed this video, and you've learnt some helpful tips. If you have them, please make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment, and you share, as it really helps. But apart from that, guys, that is everything. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.